guys, your very brainless back here again. Today I'm excited guys to do this video. It's been a long time. I've been going through a lot of ups and downs in life, but we are a fighter. I want to say a special thank you for the One Piece community and my family for being always supportive of me through my ups and downs in life. Mental health is a real thing, guys. So if you have people that love you and they really care about you, rely on them. Stay positive and always have a belief that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So this is gonna be our first market watch ever. We're gonna go through a few cars that I think, I'm not a financial advisor, we are not a financial advisor, but it's just cars that I think that could be a good investment, and so cars that might have a good upside in the future. But let's just go over them and let's get into it. So guys, Porker DAs, I think, is between him and Emo are the best leaders. The market is fresh. You can see here, I think this is the first, this is just like Japanese versions, as you can see here. But we got like $61, $62. I think it's a car that is good. I think, like, in my personal opinion, if this car goes lower, and I see in the range between 50 to $55 to $60, like if I see this price right here, 50, 55, I wouldn't hesitate. As we guys can see, if you guys know, I don't know if you know about the 14 OP12 OP14 liters, I think they're going to be really good, but I think Ace for a long time is going to be a powerhouse in the meta. Of course, a balance can change anything, so keep that in mind. It's just what I'm going to be showing here is just suggestions, things that based on my experience in other TCGs and playing One Piece for over almost 2 years already. The market works like that. Like if you see a leader, like it goes down in value, and let's say in the next upcoming months, Aces is not the best, but it's the third best deck. But then it's a new set that gets released and makes the leader way better. Then it becomes tier 0 again. You know, this leader could be $120 because it's not getting reprinted no more. So you gotta keep that in mind. And guys, I'm loving 13. We opened a few boxes, and I think we're gonna be grinding locals as much as we can. And we want to open 13. I think this is a set that's changed the meta with the leaders, with tech cars, and I think that it's a good investment for the future, in my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. It's just my take, my guess. So guys, the second card that we're going to be talking about today is going to be Gold D Rogers. I think this leader, guys, has a lot of upside. It's going to become way better with promo. You're getting a searchable new gate in your deck. I think that's really powerful. And I'm super excited. This deck, talking to my friends, if this deck sees all the ramp, it's a really hard deck to beat. If you see your ramp and your high end, it's a really hard deck to beat. The fact that you're a 5 life leader and you're a 7k leader is kind of crazy. But as you can see her, guys, here in the chart, right now, $44-$45. I think this card, guys, myself, I would invest in them between, if it goes under 40, you gotta grab it, because I believe I don't have the perfect day, and I apologize because I'll be hearing different dates. I don't know if it's gonna be in January or before that. We're gonna get the promos here in the United States. I'm super excited about that. We already built the deck, and one of their boxes, we got this. So shout out to Kobe. Hopefully coming soon, he's going to be able to edit the opening of the few boxes that we did, and this is one of the hits, and I think this card is really beautiful. I see lists that they don't run it, but I can see the value of it. Like, for example, you have cards that can ramp after you play them, like the Akos Katakuri. So I feel like if you have, I don't know, a decent board, 2 Katakuris, I believe Katakuri ramps you in the end phase. So but I think the card can have some potential. I see some people testing it, but I built a deck. I have all the cards, so I can't wait to find a spicy list for you guys for the channel, because that's one of the things that we're gonna come back to the channels. Guys, remember the old days when we do deck profiles, how to beat the matchups? We want to go back to that, but now we're gonna do it with different leaders. And I know the meta is kind of like, you have Ace, Emu and decks like that, and I think and that's the next card we're gonna be talking about, the Emu leader. We have Emu Ace, the powerhouse. Zoro can compete. You know, there's other decks that can compete, but the best two decks kind of like Emo and Ace, right? But I feel like if people keep testing and keep trying different things, you can find lists with Rogers that can compete. You can find lists with Green Bonnie and Sorrow, Black Red Sabo that you can compete in the format. It's harder. Like if you know, I don't recommend it. Like go to a big tournament with roll decks. If you really want to have a chance of competing consistently, and you feel like you're gonna play between 10 to 12 rounds, you gotta bring the best. It's to be proven. But me, guys, if you're like me, where I like to play things that maybe they're not the best, but they can compete and find a way how to beat the meta, try different things. Don't shy away. So if you love Rogers, I know we haven't get the promo yet, but don't shy away. The deck, if even right now with the promo, without the promo, if you see your curve and you know your matchups, and you can wrap, it's scary deck. So here we're gonna go with the Emo, guys. I think this card is it's like I say, Ace and Emo are the best leader based on their meta reports right now. It's really powerful, and guys, as you can see here, the price range is about $66, $70. You know, I think the card could be in the hundreds. Let's say in 1 or 2 sets, when you know people like once you cannot get the set, you know, like it's hard to get. You know, I see this leader $80, $100. So me, in my personal opinion, guys, I would say you see this under 60, 55, 50, get your copy. I think, and also like this has the potential, like I say, a balance can change everything, but this has the potential of being a deck like in 2-3 sets still being meta relevant. So like if you can get this under $60, $55, I think it's a good, you know, it's a good investment in my opinion. Again, not a financial advisor, but just my take on the value of the cards, guys. Here, Monk, I think this card is one of the best searchers ever printed, in the sense where like it says on play, if your leader is Sabo, Porker the Ace, or Monkey the Luffy, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with a cost of 3 or more, and add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. I think, guys, the fact that you can get anything 3 costs or higher is really powerful, especially how the game is moving, in the direction the game is moving, where you have a lot of like decks that play a lot of high ends. This card is insane. Like I wish NL has something like this. I'm not gonna lie, because I know we have the event. We have an event but that event is a brick. So, but having a 1k counter, a searcher that can attack early in the game, is really good. And I think, like, you know, right now it's on the 20s. You know, I think it's like I say, I think the way Bandai is moving the game forward, I think this card is gonna have a lot of value in the future, because it's just a really good generic searcher. Like imagine Bonnie with this. Literally, imagine Bonnie with this searcher. It would be tier 0, in my opinion. Okay, so guys, here, Sabo. So talking to my friends, I'm blessed to have a close group of friends where like they grind the game a lot. Shout out to like players like Daniel, and John. Like John is more a local scene player, because it's hard to travel, guys, you know. And he's like I say, if you don't know about him, go check out Deck in the Box. Great YouTuber, be grinding a lot, super consistent. And hopefully, you know, support him, because if you support people like us, we want to travel, we want to do the big events. It's just hard when you have to deal with life and responsibilities and things that can happen. It's just rough, but hopefully through dedication and sacrifice, we can make it happen. So any little support, a like, a comment, it really helps us to get closer to chase our dreams. So, you know, especially Daniel is saying like the leader, Black Red Sabo. It's a really full. Let me see if I can do this real quick. TCG player right here. So we go here. I want to talk about this card real quick. Shout out to my brother Kobe, the god of editing. One Piece right here. Carry on well. Chop this set, and then card type. Give me leader. Perfect. There you go. Okay, guys, so right here, so it says this deck right here, people are saying it has a great matchup against red against Ace, because of this card right here. Let's see, Just give me Stussy. There you go. Sorry about that, chat. Okay, so we go here. This card is really good. So my friend, he was playing a treasure cup, and he put in the Sabo with the 9 cards. And after that, he has Sabo like with 1 or 2 live, 2 cards in hand. But because he went Stussy, he won the game, literally. So cards like this has a lot of potential to increase their value in the future. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I feel like it's just what I'm trying to show is, and what we're gonna do in it. Yeah, we're gonna also go to different market situation, like some market watches. We're gonna cover the best-selling cards of the week or the month and things like that. But this, we wanted to pick a few cards to talk about like things that we see potential in the future. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. It's just my take on it and things that I might invest in the future to get my value. And honestly, I don't usually like invest in things like that, but there's a lot of gains in market watches, and I like studying the meta, the market, because like whatever goes down goes up, and like if you have a good read on what's gonna be the meta, you can make decent amount of money. Again, not a financial advisor, but right now the cards on the like down on the 20s, 23. I'm surprised it says here 16, but it says as low as $23. So $23. So like I said, guys, if you see this car around this range consistently, $18 to $15, buy it. Okay, you place it and just hold it. Just hold it, because this car is really good in that deck. Like, to one of your characters gain 2+2, so you get your leader fed, and then you give rest downs to your leader. It's really, really good. Trust me, it's a really, really, really good card. So here we already covered that. So guys, this card right here, tell me if it's not one of the most broken cards ever printed in the game. I think this is doing competition with Charo Lindlim, the one that says heal trash, and Gecko Moria, because it gives you too much value. For example, if you were playing Katakuri on the old days and you had a good triggers, you trigger 1 or 2 bodies, and you start playing big bomb, you're going 5, 6, 7, 12, 5, 6, 7, 12, 12. You're gonna put your situation in a position where like he's gonna run out of resources, and that's one of the biggest things in One Piece, the resources. And that's why this deck is really good, because a good emo player, he's gonna manage his resources, and at the end of the game, he's gonna have 9, 10 cards in hand, and he's gonna do 10 drop, 10 drop, 10 drop. It's gonna eat your resources, and then when you try to go for game, he's gonna have 2 blockers. He's gonna have 5 dots open, and 5 of those counter event. It's really, really a really scary deck. But this card is amazing. Right now it's on the $48-$50. In my personal opinion, it's a great card to invest. I don't see Bandai banning this leader or in the future, in the near future. They didn't do it with GP. I think what they're gonna do to slow down the deck, if it becomes a problem for a couple of sets in a row, I think they might hit the 7-cost stage, because I think that's one of the most broken things ever. Or maybe nerf it. Like, I would love them to nerf cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say instead of like, to me what is like really broken is like, yeah, the deck draws a lot. The deck is super consistent, right? And then you can set up your plays where like you can have a lot of cards in hand. With 4 dawns, you're playing 5 characters that can attack 7k, a searcher, something that removes board, something that has rush. It's just too much of a swing momentum. They might hate this card in the future, who knows? But I'm telling you, they might nerf the stage, and I would love for them to nerf the stage. Be like you had to pay 5 dawns and rest 1 in order to play this card. You know why? Because it's just too much value. About 4 dawns, you get to do this in back-to-back turns, and still use dawns to attack, and still use dawns to have for your events. It's just really, really powerful. All right, so the next card right here, guys. But if you see, again, before we wrap it up, this card, if you see it under 40, man, if I can get a play around 100, 120, it's not bad. 200, 220 is kind of like too much for me, my personal take. And like I say, guys, something really smart keep up with the market watches. There's other, like there's other YouTubers doing market watches. I want to cover that for you guys too, because I think this is a really important area of the game that a lot of people don't talk about it, or a lot of people don't pay attention, including me. And I want to try to my goal is to educate myself, share my take. I'm blessed to know Jay Fresh of the Press from Yu-Gi-Oh. He's growing every day. He's becoming a big YouTuber in the Yu-Gi-Oh scene for market watches. Super proud of him, and I'm learning from him a lot. And he's teaching me the ways. And one of the biggest thing I can say, guys, is like, if you learn how to analyze the market, there's a lot of like things to game. And like me, I'm in the stage of my life where I want to keep growing, and I want to be able to provide for my family and chase my dreams. And this is one of the things that I've never done in the past, but this is the things I want to start doing, where like I start analyzing the market, investing in cars that I believe is going to gain value in the future, investing in opportunities. Because don't tell me this car never gets hit and then they becomes relevant in a couple of sets. Don't tell me this car is not going to be $65, $70, $80. But who knows? Let's see what happens. I'm not a financial advisor. Let's keep going. So the other card we want to talk about is, right now we're going to be talking about their characters. We saw the boss monsters. We saw the leader earlier. These cars right here. I'm surprised these cars are this cheap, like $30, $35. If you see these cars under $30, what are you waiting for? In my opinion. Again, I know how hard for a lot of us is to get by in life. We have debts, we have responsibilities, we have families, we have kids, right? It's hard, right? It's hard for me, right? It's hard. It could be hard for you, right? So be smart with your money. That's what I'm asking for. Be smart. I'm not a financial advisor, but just be smart. Do your research. And like, if you really love the deck and you're a competitor, even in a local level, let's say you're a person that you can do 2 to 3 locals per week, right? And you want to play the best leader to maximize your potential, even in a local level, you can make your money back. Like I said, in the future, I might become a seller on TCG. I might open myself like my brother Jay, right? Like my brother Mescoto, like my brother Ginger, like my brother Kevin's and Rico. Shout out to you guys. Love you guys. That they trade, they earn, they sell, they buy. Yeah, that's the goal. Why? Because an extra $20, an extra $30 a week, man, that's a bill right there. Or that's a place of this that I can, buy in the future if I want to. And what I try to do is get cars, earn my product, trade for it, have fun. But now I want to take the game to the next level, and that's why we're doing this. And hopefully we keep growing, we keep learning, and hopefully we can all make money. And like I say, side hustle. Like when money is bad, when some extra money is bad. So guys, in my opinion, I'm gonna be on the lookout for these cars, because if I see these cars under $30, man, I'm taking advantage of the market. Don't tell me these cars cannot be $40, $50, $55 each once 14 hits, once EVO 3 hits, and now this product is hard to open. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go to the next one, guys. Right here, I agree. It's the same. I have the same argument for all of these cars. These cars are broken. As long as you have Emu in check and you have access to the boss monsters, these cars are just insane. It's just giving you insane amount of value. So right now, it's not a bad moment to get them. $35 for each is not bad. But me personally, you see the low sale price. It was $20, right? Imagine that car around that range right now, 28, 25. What are you waiting for? It's just like really good investment, because I don't think I'm not gonna say never, because I don't want to, like, maybe my memories are betraying me, but when they ban a leader or hit a leader out of nowhere, like real quick, like Wanda is really good. I mean, maybe not really good, but what they do is they give decks to shine. They don't just shut it down right away. They be nerfing and doing this. Like when they ban a leaders because it's too broken in the format, or they feel like there's not enough cards they can hit to balance it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion. So I feel like these cars under $30, guys, go crazy. Again, not a financial advisor, but you see here, this is the blocker. I believe this is the one that KO. That's why it's a little bit expensive, because it just has a lot of value for the deck. It's just an insane car, And it's a card that sometimes, because of that card, you can win or lose a matchup. The fact that you just charge a card, KO a 5 or less, it's just insane. It's just a lot of value. So I would say this card right here being at $43, I understand why. It's just really powerful. Well, if you can see here, I think all these are Japaneses, if I'm not mistaken, guys. So let's say here is they say on the $50. You know what I'm saying? $50. You know, what I would do is, if I see this card under $40, like in the range of this one right here, and I will get it. I will get to place it, you know, and just invest on it, just see what happens with the market. Again, the market can crash. I could be wrong about all my projections of these cars. I'm not saying they're gonna go to that price. What I'm saying is, if I see these cars under this amount of money, under this amount, you know, I will take advantage of it, because it's like, it's just, it will go up eventually. If it doesn't get hit and the deck keeps getting keeps being relevant. And what about if the deck gets support in 1 or 2 sets ahead? You also gotta think about that. So here, guys, we see that the Rush one that I think is really powerful. If you notice, they're on the 40s, because I think the one that KOs a 5 and this one is like all of them they have value, right? But I think this one and the other one that we just covered, they're the ones that have more impact across the game. Like if you play against green, like a deck that relies on 5-drops like Zoro, right? And you consistently pops their 5-drops, they're never gonna kill you, because you're gonna be in a situation when you have 2 blockers, a big hand, and it's just the momentum, right? It's just the control aspect. And the fact that this card, and also like the fact that this one here specifically can minus 2000 is insane. What a good emo player do. They already have one on board, they defend it, they attack, they do the effect. Oh, you defend that one? Okay, I'm gonna play another one, and I'm gonna, you know, or if you have a bunch of 6k 7k characters on board, I'm just gonna eat your hand, because I'm gonna go really big on them. So that's what I'm saying. This card right here, guys, I think it's in a good price right now. But I would say, like me being smart about the market, I will wait and see how the market develops. Of course, all these cards, guys, in a week or two, these cards could be 10 to 15 dollars more, because if you see, guys, look, 40 we see we have one page here, we go here, it keeps going up, you know. We still have a few in the 40s, but once those we run out 10-15 of them, now we're on the 50s, right? Then we are going up, and it's going up. But I'm telling you, cards like this, if the deck keeps getting relevant, and then the set is hard to get, they're gonna keep going up. So be on the lookout. So here we got this card is this card is just so broken, guys, because like you're making a bunch of 5Ks, 7Ks, and he's a 7 cost, right? Once it's on the board. And guys, I want you to, if you don't know, for some reason, all of them had this here. Come on, like what are we talking about? If you have 7 or more cards in your trash, these cards can only be removed from the field by your opponent's effect. That's why this deck is so broken, because like the only way you can remove your opponent board is by battle. It's just too good. They're gonna attack you. They're gonna ask for resources. That's why the deck is really good, because it's a deck that eat your opponent's resources and be gaining resources through the game. Because in the late game you search. With the leader you draw. It's really powerful. Like, I'll be testing behind the scenes with my brother, and I'm falling in love with the deck. And we almost have, like I said, we bought a few boxes. We almost have a single core, another core of this. So we might build a second emo. So my brother's getting in love with the deck. He's loving emo, and me testing with him close in person, everything. I'm also falling in love with the deck, and like and you know, your boy Brandon loves some yellow. Love yellow. I'm addicted to yellow. But in the past few formats, I've been opening myself to learn new mechanics of the game. And when I see emo, hey man, I'm not gonna lie, it's appealing to me. And another deck that I want to build is Ace. That might take us a little bit, because shout out to Brian. He's a family member. He's a special human being, and I want to give a special shout out to him because thanks to him and his family, I was able to go to the Van World Tour. Let me show you right here. If you're familiar to that, it was in Orlando. And shout out to Brian. I was able to go and have a lot of fun. Shout out to the event. It was well run. A lot of food, a lot of bathrooms. Sometimes they would throw in free waters. The food was good. The drinks was good. The security was good. The people were nice. Shout out to all of you guys. Sorry, I'm going off topic a little bit, but be grateful for your loved ones and be grateful for the people that they go out of their own way to make you feel good, make you feel appreciated. So I'm really grateful. I appreciate you, my brother. So me and my brother, we had a bunch of cards for the deck, and we just gave them to him. So that means I gotta start from zero to build the deck. But who cares? He thanks to Brian, I was able to go back to back days to the festival, and it changed my life. It literally changed my life in a good way. So I'm happy that we got him closer to get to play Ace. So this card right here, guys, this is another. That's why this set to me is really good to invest. I'm not gonna sit here and telling you overpay for boxes, but if you can get boxes under 130, 140, I know sometimes you can get bad hits, but this card has a lot of good hits that it can make your money back and even more. But like I say, I don't like to buy boxes because it's a gamble to me. It's a risk. But the trick or the strategy that me and my brother do is we try to spend the less money. So what we do is we compete in events, we save stock credit, or we open packs, we hold the cards, we trade for what we need, and we try to minimize. But this set, we're going out of our own way to get product. Yeah, it's a gamble. It feels bad when you spend $150 and you get nothing in return. But the fact that you can get there's just a lot of cards, guys. I can show you right real quick before we wrap it up, because we have this card and we have one more. So we're gonna go here. You go to One Piece, right? You go to One Piece. You're gonna go here. Look how easy it is to analyze the market. I will show you. This is just super easy. Show up this set. I'm trying to find price high to low. There you go, chat. We figured it out. So imagine you buy a box and you get one of this, or 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 one of this. Like yes, it's hard to get, and it's gonna be hard to move. Not everybody's gonna come here and be like, yeah, I gotta fit. Okay, what happened here? Okay, thank you. I got $1,000 for you. Don't tell me if you're patient with this card. Don't tell me you cannot sell at 800, 750, and you spend 150 for a box, 160. So that's what I'm saying. The potential is there, and there's just too many cards that has a lot of good value. I think right now in the long term that you can take advantage of it. You see what I'm saying? That's my opinion. But don't overpay for boxes. To me, 180 is too much. But if you can get in your local store a box for 150, I know it's hard. I'm not a financial advisor, but like I said, grind the tournament, try to get some credit, and invest in those boxes, or get the singles and hold it for the future. You know what I'm saying? Try to get a few SP holding a little bit, analyze the market, and if they go up, make your money. And like if you top a couple of locals that has booster credit, and you can get a SP Rogers and then sell it for 150, 140, come on, and then get a box and put one of this. Come on, man. Let's get it. So before we wrap it up, guys, Edward Newgate, a meta defined card, super broken, on play, blocker, draw 2 cards, draws 1 card from the hand, then give to your leader and 1 character up to 2 rested downs card each. Is kind of insane. Love the card, super broken. I think the card right now is on the 50s, right? 55. I would say that just if you see this card under 50, 45, 40, I will try to get a place it, or you know, because I think this card is just really powerful. It's one of those cards that I don't think is that broken to get the card banned, but it's that broken to make a leader insane broken. You know what I'm saying? It's like in a weird thing, like in my personal opinion, where like you read the card and you're like, okay, it's a blocker. I know it's a 12k blocker, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's just spending your whole turn for it, and I know you get a lot of value with the dons and drawing cards. I understand, but tell me this card is like, oh my god, you need to buy this card tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's not like as broken as this right here. Like it's too much value, but it's still broken. Don't give me that. This is power creep right here. This is nice, but I feel like a lot of decks and a lot of the game. What I love what Banda is doing, people are saying that this format is gonna kill the game. I don't agree with it because I feel like if you have the right mentality, you can have a lot of fun with different decks. I know the best decks are the best decks, but come on, bro. I see a locals different decks that are not meta topping because the game is wide. The game is more than a big event when other sweaty competitive players are playing. You can go to locals and play pudding and win a tournament and get $60 or $40 stock credit or 10 packs and pull something crazy. There's more from the game that just big tournaments. There's more ways, and now they're doing a store treasure cup, a store regionals. Like there's more to game than just locals. And like I said, yeah, the meta is the meta, and they're gonna do better consistently. But in a good day with a off meta deck and know your matchup, you can be the guy that take it all. So, but this card is amazing. I think if I see under 50, 45, 40, I would like, I gotta get at least 2, you know, because I think that card is gonna be relevant for a long time, in my opinion. And to close it up, remember guys, I'm not a financial advisor, just vibing with you guys, trying to give you my take on the cards that I think that are, if you see in this around this, that they're not in a bad price range right now. But if you see it under like $10-20 more, I'm like, bro, you gotta bring it on. If you're trying to make some money, just, you know, try to analyze the market and be like, if I see an opportunity, I'm gonna take it. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm gonna keep learning from my boy. I'm gonna keep analyzing the format, and we're gonna cover different type of cars. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be weeks we're gonna cover the best selling cars or the cars that I'm tanking. Hey, if you haven't moved it so you don't lose more money and things like that. Again, any opinion, it's just a take, it's just an opinion, it's not a fact. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but hopefully you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, and hopefully you can make some good money in the One Piece market. In here, guys, how this car is this? How? I know this car is like this because it's a 2-off for the most part. It doesn't have like an effect like, oh my god, but it's broken. It's good. It's not a bad card. And I feel like if this card gets to $10, what I can see it happen. Let's say this car gets to $10. Come on, get up, place it. Because you know that in Lim, you can play this card for free. I don't know if you guys know that. I will show you right now. Okay. This leader, I will tell you right now. If you see the right matchups, this leader could be insane. And it's really cheap leader, and you should get it. Let me tell you why. It's not a meta leader. It's not a leader that you're gonna win big tournaments. It could surprise tournaments. I think it has a good matchup against a few decks. I believe it's good against Emu. There's a few decks in the format that this card can just roll. Let me tell you why. You go wide and you abuse. I'm so sorry. Okay, so you have used this card right here. The one that we just saw. I just want to put it next to each other. Look at this, guys. This is insane. Insane. Look at this. We can put the regular one for now. No, we want the AA, right, chat? We want to. There you go. Guys, do you know? To wrap it up, maybe you know. And anything, any cars or any text that you have on these cars, let me know in the comments. Don't shy away. Hey bro, I think this is going to be best right now because of this, because of that. Hey man, I think you should wait. I think just you don't invest in this car because of this, because of that. Just do this, do that. Share your take. Nobody knows what's going to happen. It's just our take. We try to analyze the format, the game, and we have takes. But engage with me. I love talking to you guys. Don't shy away. And again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. But guys, this deck can play this and then can still play characters. Why? Because according to the rules, this is an effect. So you go over the fact that it says you cannot play cards from your hand. No, you're playing cards of her effect. So that's what I apparently that's the rulings. That's what I can confirm based on the knowledge of my community and my close friends. That because of this card effect, you play that 10 draw Shanks and you can still play your characters from hand, which is insane because you play this card and then you set all your dons active. So then you can do this. Like, that is insane. Don't tell me that's not insane. That is insane. So guys, thank you for support, for the love. Again, so sorry that sometimes we take these long breaks. It's just like mental health is a real thing. Life happens. There's been a lot of changes in my life lately, but hopefully it's for the better. We're trying to be positive. We're trying to take a day at a time, and hopefully we can become put ourselves in a situation where like I can travel and do the big tournaments and bring better content and bring collaborations, because that's my dream. I want to collab with the community. I want to compete. Doesn't matter if I'm in the top tables or bottom tables. I love the game. This is my passion. So thank you for allowing me do my passion and supporting me, and for being here since day one. And if you're new, hopefully you enjoy the content. We have more gameplay, deck profiles, collaborations coming soon. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Guys, I love you.